Hi Scorpio, welcome to your love reading. So if you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I very much appreciate it. Follow me on TikTok and YouTube. I'm trying to grow my collective on both. Hit the subscribe button for me on YouTube. A lot of my watchers don't subscribe or like my pages, and it does help my channel when you do that, so I would very much appreciate it. Even if the message doesn't resonate for you, a future one might. I do oracle card readings every day, so maybe if you need like an oracle card, every once in a while I'll pop up on your page and you can like and follow along. So, and any interaction that you do with the channel, it kind of puts your energy into the channel, and then you can get more specific. Like it puts you in my energy, and then we can get more specific messages. So if you are new, I'm going to pull two of these oracle cards to kind of get a general feel, and then we will pull from the tarot. I'm going to pull your energy, your person's energy, and then like what's going on with the relationship at right now at this moment. I brought out these oracle cards, which are like the romance oracle, and then I brought out this love oracle deck. We can go through those two and pull a couple of those at the end to just kind of wrap everything up. But let's start with two of these and we'll get the overall energy. Okay. So we have longing, craving, aching, wanting. So is there somebody that you are in separation with, somebody that is at a long distance, maybe a long distance relationship? And we also have rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. So maybe this is someone that you are in a separation with for whatever reason. Maybe it's temporary. Maybe it's something that one of you cut off. We will definitely pull from the tarot and find out. All right. Scorpio, let's pull from the energy, pull from the tarot, find your energies. See what's going on with you guys. So this can be someone from the past. It can be somebody newer. I'm thinking with the longing and the abandon, I mean, maybe somebody confessed their feelings. It doesn't have to be somebody that you've had a relationship with. Okay, in your energy, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Five of Cups. In your person's energy, we have the Queen of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. The energy of the relationship, we have the Empress, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. We have a lot of court cards here. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. What's the overall here, spirits? Okay, so we have the Four of Swords, which is like a rest meditation, taking a break. So you guys are definitely on a break. Here I see travel. Three of Wands is about like moving, travel. Maybe one of you is moving away from the other. Maybe one of you is traveling. Maybe you rejected them and you're moving. So again, it's going to resonate different for everyone. It is a general reading. So in your energy, we have the Seven of Pentacles. You've planted a seed and you are watching things grow, ready for things to come to fruition. They're not quite there yet, but they're getting there. Things are moving along. And this is also about like long-term view. You know, this is very stable. This is rooted and grounded. You've planted the seeds for something here. And then we have the Chariot, which is forward movement. So maybe you're moving forward with a long-term goal. You've planted the seeds on something and you're moving forward. And then we have the Five of Cups, and this is after a time of loss. So it's like loss and grief. Like this person's looking at the cups that are here, but they're not seeing what's behind them. There are two cups here, and then back here's a bridge and a home. So maybe you're kind of focused on what's gone instead of what's coming in, what's coming forward. No judgment. We've all been there. So in your person's energy, we have the Queen of Wands, which is fire sign. It's a very joyous, very passionate energy. She's very ambitious, very passionate. It doesn't have to be a female. It's just the energy. And then we have the King of Swords. He is very straightforward, very blunt. He's very clear on what he wants. He is a leader. And then we have the Seven of Cups, which is, it can be about options, choices. Maybe this person is keeping their options open, but it can also be about confusion. So maybe your person is just very confused. They're very passionate and very driven and very straightforward, but they seem to be confused. So again, that's going to be different for each of you. What are they confused on? Is it you? Is it this relationship? Maybe they're confused about their feelings for you, because the King of Swords is very logical, very mind over heart type of person. So maybe they're very confused about the feelings that they have for you. So the energy of the relationship is the Empress, which is like a fruitful, abundant energy. So this is a very abundant, fruitful relationship. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So this can be about like saving and maybe control, but it can also mean stability. So as long as this person is not trying to control you or the things in the relationship, it can be like very stable energy. And then we have the King of Cups, which is very emotionally balanced, very stable. So maybe it's just you're at a distance right now for whatever reason. So one of you is feeling rejected. I feel like you guys are longing for each other. Again, each situation is going to be different because it is a general reading. So what do we not see coming in this connection, Spirit? What do we not see coming? So we have the Strength card, which is just persistence, courage. We have the Two of Pentacles, which is about being balanced. It can be balancing money, but it can be like, time management, balancing your time, your work. And then we have the Devil. So the Devil is, again, toxic patterns, toxic thinking. It can be about addictions, behaviors, but also like if you look at this card, these people are chained, but if they just slip those off, they can very easily break free from this. And here we have irrational fear keeps sticking out to me down here on the bottom of this. So, I think maybe you're feeling loss and lack because maybe this person had to travel, or maybe this person had to move, and now you long to be with them and you feel rejected, but maybe it was for their work, or maybe they just are confused. Maybe you just need to slow things down and stay balanced, because there are a couple of things here of like emotional balance, and then we have this Two of Pentacles, which is balance. So time and energy balanced. And then we have the Strength. So I definitely feel like, this is a time where you need to call on your strength and be courageous, be persistent. Let's see. Actions and advice for those that are watching, Spirit. Actions and advice. So Seven of Swords. The Nine of Wands. And the Six of Cups. So we have the Strength here, which is about like persistence and courage. And then you have the Nine of Wands, which is another card of being persistent. It's almost the Ten of Wands of being able to set down burdens. But I feel like you're very burdened with this. Firstly, we had the Seven of Swords, which can be about lies and sneakiness, but this is actions and advice. And I feel like it's Spirit telling you to be strategic, because he's strategizing, and, you know, he's got these swords in his hand, and he's kind of snuck in here and taken these, and he had to be strategic in doing so. He had to plan that out. So, you know, and then we had like a couple of these balance cards. So I feel like you just need to be strategic in balancing your time and your efforts. And then we have like the Six of Cups here, which is about joy and nostalgia. And, you know, there are two children here. So maybe find like your inner child, like what makes your inner child happy. Find your joy. And, you know, this is about memories and nostalgia. So I feel like you are focused on memories with this person. You know, and this could be somebody that comes back, or it could be somebody, like if you're in separation right now, then maybe they just needed a break because they were confused, because they didn't know how, you know, to emotionally balance this. But maybe they just had, you know, with this, I feel like, you know, they had to move or travel. There's definitely some kind of like moving or travel involved in this, I feel. I get that very strongly. So let's pull a couple of oracle cards and kind of wrap this up for you. So again, it's going to be different for each of you, what's going on in your relationship. But I feel like this irrational fear, I feel like maybe you're very in your head. That's what the, you know, the Five of Cups, it's very, you know, you're focused on what you've lost, and you need to focus on what you do have. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So right now, lean on your friends, you know, get support from them. That's what they're there for. And then we have not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, and ego, and jealousy. So that's what that Devil card can be about. It can be about fears, jealousy, ego. And then, you know, we had this irrational fears, feeling abandoned. So maybe, you know, with them being confused, you felt rejected by them because of that. But, you know, you have to give people grace and meet them where they are, because not everybody is where you are. And, you know, if they're not willing to have a conversation now, then lean on your friends, lean on your joy, and find joy in yourself. And then, you know, maybe they come back and you guys can have that conversation at that time. But for now, I would definitely focus on yourself and focus on what you want to grow, because things are moving forward for you. So, okay, I hope that helped, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.